everyone, and welcome to another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I am your host, and I'm very pleased to welcome my next guest. She is Cherise Friedman, the owner and founder of Yacht Pearls of Wisdom. Welcome back.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Yeah, you have just come off a very busy 2 weeks between yourself and, of course, your husband. But your first 2-day event, which happened in France, give us the overview. What happened? What was it like? What did you take away from the event?
What was it like? It was good. It was really good. It was, obviously, I've done overseas events before. I did one in Palma, but this is the first 2-day event. And we did it at the On-Teve Yacht Club. Stunning venue. We had glorious weather. And it went really well. I really was pleased that I managed to pull it off, to be honest, because we had a few new concepts that we wanted to run. So this event was the first time we live streamed. Within the Pearls of Wisdom platform, we have the capability to live stream events to our members. So that was one of the first times we've done that. It worked. I'm well chuffed. And then we also did a panel discussion where we had individuals zooming in to join a discussion about women's safety on board. That also worked, so I'm very pleased about that as well. But we had, again, all of our events are very similar. It's the coming together of some amazing ladies and feeling comfortable to share their stories and then share their support for each other. It's very special. Very special.
Were there any pearls of wisdom that you take away, some very key points that you can take away into the future from this event as far as pearls of wisdom, really?
So in this event, we called it resilience because I wanted women to reflect on how tough they actually are. I think we forget very quickly the things that we've achieved and we're always the first to put ourselves down. But this event, one part of it was that I didn't feel comfortable telling ladies how to live their lives and what they should do to create mental resilience until we really explored what goes on a vessel and the strength that you need to actually endure the job working on board, the situations that can occur and how you navigate. This whole event really, we were talking about mental resilience, but we covered a lot about protection. A lot of attention was drawn to certain issues within the industry where we are I don't want to say the weaker sex. We have more vulnerabilities, should we say. And I wanted women to really explore that. We looked at that in great detail. We had a lot of individuals from different organisations trying to help women explain their rights, who's going to support them, under what circumstances. So really take it back to basics. One of the biggest with the panel discussion, we did case studies. So we did 3 case studies in regards to mental health. We did a bullying scenario. We did the death of a crew member, because obviously that would be quite mentally taxing on board. And then we did an attempted rape on board. And these case studies weren't fictitious. They were actually genuine stories that we actually heard of. And we asked the panel to highlight how they could support ladies during these situations. So, for instance, in the case of a death on board, we had obviously MedAir could step in straight away and offer emergency mental health triage. LH actually, we were talking about managing because the case study was a chief stew and she was managing a team and the crew member that died was in a relationship with one of her stews. So managing the mental health of another, let alone your own grief. Contractual advice, we had Nautilus involved talking about whether you should step off a boat when you've got issues on board, whether boats are legally obliged to offer mental health support. We had iSwan with their Yacht Crew helpline talking about what they would do, as in, again, a bit like MedAir, emergency triage support straight away. It was really interesting to look at these scenarios and who would step in where. And like I said, it was really to paint a picture and a timeline of each scenario and who would help at what point. And I think it's really important that women understand who should be helping you and who can be helping you, because sometimes that's completely different.
For sure. One thing that I did notice actually just this past weekend, and something I really think highlights the importance for women that are not only looking to leave the industry, because that initially is what started up Pearls of Wisdom, but one of the reasons why women entering the industry should become part of this platform. There were reports that were sent directly to Pearls of Wisdom in regards to drinks being spiked in various areas around the coast of France. Now, that's something I think that is invaluable, absolutely invaluable, because then they can go into, because nobody wants to mention a bar's name. There's legal repercussions perhaps or whatever, but the ability to go into a private platform such as this and talk to other women and protect each other, really, just simply protect each other.
But the concept of Pearls of Wisdom was information being fed back to ladies that were still on board so they don't make the same mistakes as ladies that, like myself, have made previously. And what Pearls has turned into, protection is a massive part of what we do. And that scenario with the drink spiking with an individual in the Monaco area, we were alerted to that. It was a first-hand account, so we spread the word straight away. That's protection in live motion, which we're very proud of, and we will continue to do if we can. Pearls is information being passed back a bit. For a new member of crew, we had a number of ladies, I keep calling them greenies, that hadn't even entered the industry at our event. And they really felt empowered, very excited about their next job. A couple of the ladies got their mums to pay for the app, so the mum knows that they're protected and there's a whole group of women looking out for them. And not just for their physical well-being, their mental well-being, making sure that they've got all of the advice that they need at their fingertips. So we're really covering the whole lifespan of a lady that turns to the industry for a career. But yeah, the incident on Saturday was very unfortunate. It was really amazing to see that Pearls was activated. We spread it throughout our network, and then associates spread it as well. Prevention, unfortunately, I think has to start with us. We have to educate ourselves as females and arm ourselves with as much information as possible. So it was really nice to see us being activated. But yeah, we've covered a lot of things that with protection, where we had Jane talking about Gemma's legacy, which we've talked about previous. She told her story. We'll be continuing to do that. I've just been for a smear test myself today. Yay. But yeah, just making sure that ladies they know that they can look after themselves wherever they are, in all aspects.
Cherise, I am very excited to see where this thing is going and will go, because I have been with you from almost day one of the journey, following it. And it's really exciting, because to go from where you started just a short 2 years ago to where you are today is phenomenal. And how it is growing, and I'm watching it grow, how it is growing it's almost organic. It's doing it itself. And the advice on there is bar none.
Yeah, like I've said to you before, we've got the highest quality advice and guidance that we possibly can, and the most latest and up to date. We've got loads more coming on as well. And then obviously, if anybody didn't make it to the event, they can watch it retrospectively. The panel discussion, obviously Jane's story. We had some incredible guest speakers we've got Emma from Seize the Mind. She told her story about why she created Seize the Mind. Loads of incredible stuff, very inspirational. And it's all there at your fingertips if you want to watch it.
Cherise, I do understand that in a couple of days, you are off for a little bit of a holiday, which is well-deserved for both of you, I must say.
Yes, we're having a little bit of family time. As you can imagine, before an event, basically everything that's not event related goes to the wayside. So we're looking forward to a bit of a family holiday. And then when I come back, we'll announce the next event in the new year, and then maybe the next event in the September. So yeah, we've got a lot on the horizon.
Everything is just going gangbusters. Cherise, I want to say thank you ever so much for taking the time to give us a wrap up of this event. I wish you the finest of holidays. And of course, we're looking forward to hearing the news come the new year.
No, thank you very much for having me. And thanks. I will have a great holiday.
You have been listening to Cherise Friedman. She is the owner and founder of Yacht Pearls of Wisdom. We'll provide all of that information below here when this interview airs. You've been watching another episode of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Rion. I am your host. We'll see you again next time.